What is good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Roboto back once again with another fantastic Madden 20 Ultimate Team video for you. Series 6 is here. It's the last series we're going to get Madden 20 Ultimate Team, and it probably couldn't have come at a better time for many across the world playing this game. So we have Series 6. It's pretty exciting. We're going to get 99 level cap. We're going to get our Mutt Hero Master Patrick Tillman up to a 99. Torrey Holt up to a 99. We got new challenges. We got new house rules. We got a whole bunch of new stuff. But the one thing I'm going to sit here and try to go over with y'all is this kind of cool, nice, interesting, to say the least, coin making, training making method of sorts. I would relate it mostly to a coin making method because I'm going to use a training making method and kind of show you why it might be a little bit janky to do it. But we're going to stick to trying making coins off of this at least, right? So I'm going to jump right into it. But before we do, of course, thumbs up, likes. Give me the likes, give me the likes. We're going to open some bundles if we get 20 likes, and we're going to open up some bundles. So show your love. Appreciate everybody, whoever does stop by. We're also going to be streaming on Twitch this weekend. Peep the socials right there. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Give me a follow, show you love. But let's jump right into it, right? Let's just see what we got going on in Series 6. Obviously, brand new, came out today on Friday. But we're going to try to make some coins. We're going to try to make some big bucks out of here, or big Madden coin bucks, I guess, and see what we can do with our coin stack. Okay, number one, I'm going to show you guys my work. Basically what this is we're utilizing something, a method that has been out in the world of Mutt and Madden for the last couple days, stemming around the free agency promo. Now you see, with the free agency promo came with sets, as with many of these promos that we get all season long, but the free agency promo had these exchange sets. So as you can see here, you have two different ones where you can get an 87-94 free agency overall player, or you can get a 90-94 free agency player if you trade in 387s, 89s. There's been a couple methods and a couple ways people have been able to take these cards. I'm actually going to take this guy out of there. Been able to get these cards by getting some cheap training and rolling them, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Basically, the big thing here is you want to at least have, I want to say, 250,000 coins. So that's the number one kind of disclaimer here. I'm not going to try to scam you and say this is a foolproof method and you're going to make some coins every time. I'm also not going to tell you that, you know, this method is the way that you want to do it every time depending on your team. You might not have great pack luck. You might not have great luck as far as getting these cards at a certain price. Again, this is very heavily dependent on, and I don't think I talked about this before, but this is very heavily dependent on how the market is, right? So if we just go right here into my recent purchases, these cards are at good prices. As you can see, they've been steadily kind of declining. So 226, 216, 209, 210, then today 205, 189. You know, they're tanking. So I'd say number one thing you want to do is have 250,000 coins at your disposal and go into the auction house. Go ahead, 96, 97 overall cards, and you're going to look at the prices. So they're hovering right now at 200K just on a simple filter. Let me just filter it down one more, free agency, and we're probably going to be under 200. Yeah, we're at 189 for some of these cards. I'm even going to go sort by all offense, all defense, to see if I can get even cheaper. Maybe 187 if I'm really picky about it. Maybe 189 is the lowest. But if that's the case, I'm going to buy it. All right, I'm going to get this Sue for 189. It's super cheap. As you saw, he started at like 230 when he first came out. Now he's under 190,000 coins. So I'm going to buy another one here so I can get the two cards and kind of show you the two different ways of doing this, right? So the number one key here is trying to get as much training as you can, okay, to do the training method. So that could be buying these cards super dumb cheap and kind of filtering through and looking for a cheap card to snipe. You could also look too, since there's going to be a lot of people getting these pack offers with the level up, you can kind of look through and see if NFL 100 cards are really cheap right now. If you want to go NFL 100 and go to the high overalls, I think they're 94s, and you see how much they are in the auction house. If they're cheap and you think you can grab one for, yeah, a good price, this could also be a good trading option. 110,000 there for that Willie Lanier, sorry. You know, that's another option if you really wanted to get some cheap training there. That's 110,000 coins, and that turns into So usually those 94s would sell for about 150, 140 if we're just looking without NFL 100. So that's 110. Just keep that in mind right there. You also have Ultimate Legends that are really cheap right now. Free agency cards are really cheap right now. But a normal 94, we're looking at 124 right there, 129. And if they're down to like 110, I mean, hell, if some of these cards are under 100K, because Ultimate Legends can also be cheap, the higher level ones, and you can grab them for a cheap price, I'd suggest doing that as well. So, you know, work the auction house, you know, try to get your values right, you know, try to look up how much these 94s are always going to be 18,000 training. So no matter how much you buy it for, you're always going to have 18,000 training, and you just go check and see what the rates are and see what everything's selling at. The market's low, so this is a good time to do this method right now. As you saw, I just got two 96s for under 400K combined pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell one of them and then start doing this first training pack method. Basically the way it is you're gonna go ahead and try to build this and take these 96s and find a way to keep building up to another 96 and kind of keep rolling training into each other, so to speak, right? So I just sold that one out to itself. So basically the method is as follows. As is, you know, for me, the last time I was looking into it, you're gonna buy this pack as many times as you can with 35,000 training. I believe that's probably like 15 times you can buy this pack. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hope that you have a good some good pulls. So first one here is an 87. So what you're gonna do is 87s, you're gonna want to go ahead and throw them in a 90, 94 random overall free agency player, and just keep kind of doing that and filling them in for the 87s and 88s. Put those in sets. You can also put them in the 96 overalls if you're looking to build up to a 96. Typically this works if you have like 40, 50,000 training. I'm going into it with like 30K training, but I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how to do it. And this is how people are doing it, right? They're just getting training for cheap and just kind of putting them back in here and just keep re-rolling. Problem being is that if everybody keeps doing it, so now 89s are just going to quick sell, get that training back right away. So that's 3,500. Basically breaking even, give or take 400 training there. But you're just going to keep rolling them, and keeps hoping you're going to come up with something lucky. I'm just going to throw this in the Phillip Rivers just to pick 196 and just keep rolling them, right? So we're just going to keep doing that, and you'll see in time as we continue to roll that this might not be the most efficient way to fill those sets out. You're probably not going to always come up lucky and fill the sets out the way you want. So now we got the 90, 94 after putting a certain amount of cards in there. I believe it was 3 of them, and there's a 92. And for the 92s, when you get the 92s, you can go ahead and throw them in one of these if you want, or you can go ahead and just quick sell that right there. I suggest quick selling it, getting the training, and just keep rolling, right? That's going to be the big thing here, is that if you get a 92 or a 90, you're going to want to quick sell. Or I'm sorry, if you get a 92 or an 89, you're going to want to quick sell. 90s, here's an 89 right here. 90s you're going to want to put right into that set for the 96 overall. So it's a lot of kind of pressing your luck here to hope you get enough cards to fill out that quick exchange set that'll get you a card you kind of want to put in to these sets. I'm going to put that 87 just randomly in that set right there. You're supposed to build up to get a 90 and then put all the extra 87s in. And here's the 94. So this is a good one. This is a good pull. 94, I'm just going to quick sell it. You saw how cheap it was on the market already, under 110,000. I'm just going to quick sell. It's a good training value, so I'm going to get that 18,000 training back. And we're basically back at the start. This is very lucky, guys. I mean, this usually doesn't happen to me. I've tried this method a couple times, and it hasn't happened yet that I got lucky like that. But that's probably the last one that I'm going to pull that's going to be that lucky for a 94. But yeah, it's just keep doing this, and we're just going to truck along here and just keep doing it. And you're probably looking at the video right now and wondering what's going on. I've sped this thing up so I can get through this a little bit quicker and kind of keep talking to y'all through this, so you kind of can get a clue and see what's going on here, because there's times where we're just gonna keep rolling and keep flipping training. It's not going to be as easy as you might look for me, and I've never gotten 294s back to back like this, and this is good. This is great training, so I'm just gonna quick sell that as well for training and just keep rolling. So stop right here. So we got a 90. So the 90 is key, because we're going to take this 90 and put it right here in that Phillip Rivers set that we've been filling out with the random 87s. 90s are key. We can use the 90s for the sets. All right, we got another Jordan Phillips out of this one. We're going to throw it in the Rivers. And here we go. Now we got the Rivers card. So what we can do with this is go back to our binder and see how much he's selling for. And again, I'm telling you guys, these 96s right now, these free agency cards are selling for dirt cheap. So you could probably come into some good training if you went up and basically bought that card, that Rivers card, and got him for about 5,000 training. He's selling for under 200,000 right now. I would suggest not to even sell him. I'd say if he's under 230,000, just quick sell the card, get your training back. We bought the Sue for under 200,000. We got his training value. It's the same training value, 34,900. We turned the coins into training, and we made 29,000 training off of that. So I'm gonna quick sell that. And just to show you the other method is, again, when you buy cheap training, you want to go ahead and kind of take the card here that you have, the one that you bought. So let's completely remix and forget that first method of training, right? We're going to forget that reroll pack altogether, and we're going to go to this new one, this second idea, second method, second thing that I found, because these 96s are dirt cheap, man, super cheap. So what you want to do here is look for the prices under 200K. See, this one's 192. I got it for 180. They might be climbing up by the time this comes out, or by the time another promo comes or something happens. So just make sure you buy it for a cheap rate. So I got mine for under 190K, as we saw earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and quick sell him as if I just bought him. So 34,900 trading will get you 20 packs of what I'm about to buy. So I'm gonna buy 20 of these using that 34,900 trading. And I'm gonna show you right now how we go about that process. If we go ahead and we go to the store, obviously go to the training offers. I have 99,000 training. I'm not going to use all of it right now, but you see that 87? We're not doing that anymore. We're going to go right here, that Theme Diamonds 2 set piece, and we're going to buy 1730 training worth of one. It's 1730 for one pack. We're going to buy 20 of these because that's how much, number one, that's how many packs you basically can get by quick selling that 196 and converting it directly into these Theme Diamond 2 sets. And number two, it's pretty much going to be what we want to come back with to hit the auction house. It's 20 cards. It's perfect. It's the perfect amount. And the good thing here about these Theme Diamonds 2 is you see as we go through, it's a whole lineage of cards. It's not just one series, right? It's not just one set. It's not just free agency. It's not just NFL playoffs. It's not just MUT Heroes. It's pretty much every single card that is in the Theme Diamonds 2 set that we need to fill out these Theme Diamond 2 set pieces that people are still buying to try to fill out. So you're going to go in here, you're going to buy all these. They range from 80 to 91. So the cards are all over the place. Their level cap, their levels are different. You're not always going to get the same kind of card. You're not always going to get the same overall. You're not always going to get the same series even. You're going to get a bunch of Team of the Weeks. You might get some MUT Superstars. You might get MUT Heroes. And that's the beauty of it, because there's so much variety in what you're buying right now that you're not going to be able to kind of miss out on this unless the market goes down overall. If the market goes down overall, then you're kind of sitting on something. And there's the Jalen Ramsey I pulled earlier. If the market goes down, you're still going to have the training value at these cards for the cheap cost. But the good thing here is that it probably won't go down to a point where you're not making a profit. So if you're thinking ahead, right, if you bought that card for 190,000 coins, to make a profit, you need to make over 190 after tax, obviously. So your goal here is to kind of make 230,000 coins off this. To at least break even, if not make 10,000 more coins. But you just got to be smart about it. You just got to be smart about what you do. These cards, how you sell them, how you operate with them, because they might turn into something that's going to help you out in the long run, or it might just screw you. Basically what the thought process is behind these. So you buy these, you get 20 of them, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the cards and just sell them on the market. Don't put them in sets. Don't convert them to training. Sell them. Sell them on the market. There's enough variety. There's enough different overalls. There's enough different cards you're going to be able to get out of this that you're going to be able to get a nice range of prices. Now, obviously, you want to hope for higher overalls. All right, so boom, we're back. And this is what my item binder looks like after I bought all those 20 cards. Again, 20 packs, 20 of the cards, Theme Diamond 2s, pull 20 of them, and that's going to be about what the value is for your 34,900 training, give or take a couple hundred, maybe 1,000, but you're not going to be able to buy enough packs. It's usually 20. Sometimes I get 21 just because I might have leftover training, but it's usually 20 packs. So a good way to tell if you're going to make profit off this that I found in some of my work that I've done, and I'll show you guys again my handy dandy notebook for those who have been here before. Again, the handy dandy notebook, Madden notebook. If you don't have one, get one. What I found is if the training value is more than 34,000, you're probably going to make a nice profit. So this one's 33,615. That means I'm probably going to maybe make a nice decent profit on it, but usually if you keep re-rolling them, some of these cards will pop for value. Okay, another thing you want to consider too is like kind of marking down how much each card is before you go into selling it. Maybe go to the auction house, see what these cards, 89s, 82s, keep track of what these cards are selling for, so you can kind of go in and quick sell quicker. So when you get all these cards, you're going to start to want to list them. You're going to want to start to list them at prices, and what you're going to do is you're going to look and see what the price is in this first row. Okay, typically these first row prices, this one in the middle is a good indication of what this card is probably going to sell at for a good price that you won't be sitting on the auction house forever waiting to sell. So I usually take that middle price right there. If there's enough, if there's more than 5, yeah, I'll take that middle price right there. And if there's like a couple rows of them, I'll take that and I'll just say, all right, I'm going to list them for 8,500. So if I go through and I list all these cards, I should come back with a profit. I'm going to go through and list them all real quick, and we'll see what we have on the other end. And it's also smart to remember too, if you're in the need to make coins, and this is going to be a prime coin making method for you, and not a way to kind of maybe get rich on a quick kind of idea, and you're in desperate need for coins, undercutting is always a good way to make sure your cards sell, but it's not an efficient way to make sure you get the most bang for your buck. I think in my opinion, every coin counts, every penny counts. So you want to make sure you get the best value in this as you can, depending on how the market is. I remember times when 86s were 30,000 and now they're 11K. You want to make sure you get the right value for the cards that you have at the time, and this is why this is also an interesting method, because we can sit here and you can kind of work the auction house and work the training pack market as much as you want, but it also relies on how everybody's working with everything. You don't want to sit there and try to do something that's going to be detrimental to you and your team and your coin stack. So you can watch me instead kind of make errors potentially and see if anything comes out on the other end. What we're going to do now is I'm going to just go in and I'm going to look at all these cards that I have listed. These 20 cards, I'm going to kind of just do the kind of archaic math here and see what I'm coming up with in the auction house if all these cards were to sell. And the key is that you're going to want to add all these up and see what you come out with, and then obviously take the 10% off for the tax that they do, because this number that you're going to come out both right here is not going to be the actual number that you're going to make. Raw number is 242,250. So what we're going to do is take the 10% tax off that. So basically you're just going to hack off the last number there. So the tax is going to be 24,225 or 225. And I'm going to come up with an estimated 218,025 coins after this. I spent about 189, 190, I think, on that card. So that's why you want to make sure that you're targeting these cards at a low rate. So that's why it's very important that if you are doing this method as far as buying cheap training and converting it into Theme Diamonds 2, you make sure that it's a cheap training, good rate, and you keep track of how much you're spending when it comes to converting it into coins. So we're going to wait and see. These all should sell at these rates, if not within the hour shortly after that. That Chris Jones just sold as soon as I listed it. So we'll see how it goes out. All projections are that it should work out, and I should be making some sort of profit on this, and I'm going to go ahead and take that other 65,000 training and convert it into more Theme Diamonds 2 and just keep selling the night away. So that's it. That's all I got right now. I know it's a lot. I know there's 2 methods. I know there's a lot of things going on, but I just want to make sure that everybody's aware that there's a lot of things going on right now, okay? So we're just going to keep on making sure that we're buying cards at a good rate. We're going to keep on making sure that we're taking our training and investing it in the cards and the packs that are going to come turn into a profit for us. We don't want to invest in stuff that's going to not turn into a profit for us, that's going to kind of hinder us in what we want to do in progressing our MUT team here, and making some coins while we can, while the season's in flux and while we're all kind of chilling at home, you know what I mean? So, but that's all for today. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas, definitely hit me in the comments below. Find me on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, whatever. Find me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming soon, going live, and we're going to kind of break into this even more and see what we got going on. So I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Much love, much appreciation. Check y'all next time.